Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, guys, I am so excited because we're gonna be trying out and testing out a brand new foundation, and it's the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. I'm gonna be wearing this all day to see how well it holds up. Does it work for really oily skin? Does it hide the pores? We shall definitely find out. I'm gonna do an all day wear test, so I really put this foundation to the test. So if you guys wanna see all that, well then definitely keep on watching. All right, so I was at Ulta last week and I happened to be there the day that they launched this new foundation. I was like, oh my God, that's right. So I decided to pick it up. Now, I did a Morphe review on the Morphe, was it Photo Finish, Morphe something foundation. I don't remember what it was at this point, but it was a garbage foundation. I did a full review on it and I ended up decluttering that foundation because it just was a horrible foundation. I actually wore it to work on an all-day serving shift and I was at Disney and I was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed because the amount of oiliness and cakiness that I had, embarrassing. So we're definitely giving this a try. I saw this all over TikTok. People are raving about this. People are saying people are saying that this is the dupe to the NARS Soft Radiant Foundation. Unfortunately, I never tried that foundation because I do have really oily skin and it's so hard to find a foundation that really works for large pores and a shit ton of oil. So we're going to put this to the test. So this foundation says that this is a long-wearing, oil-free, natural finish foundation. It hydrates skin, blurs imperfections for the ultimate soft focus look. It's infused with hyaluronic acid for a skin smoothing moisture boost. It has vitamin E, that's a powerful antioxidant, and it has glycogen, which is a hydrator for a healthy looking glow. And we already know how I feel about having glowy foundations. And this happens to be Valentine's Day. And I don't ever celebrate Valentine's Day just because I could give two shits. So me and my husband, we're going to go grab lunch. But I was like, oh, perfect day for me to try out this foundation. Going out in public with it. So according to the website, it says that the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation is an oil-free, skincare-infused foundation that delivers a natural finish for healthy-looking skin. This luxe long-wearing formula is designed to blur and diffuse the look of imperfections while deeply hydrating and nourishing skin. Crafted in Italy for the ultimate soft focus, Filter Effect looks empowered by high-performing skin-perfecting ingredients. The silky smooth medium to full coverage is buildable and developed across 40 shades for a range of skin tones and undertones. Plus, it's made to keep up with you thanks to sweat-proof, transfer-proof, and waterproof performance that lasts for 12 hours. It's the best filter you'll ever use. They obviously haven't met me because, bitch, we're going to be wearing this for 12 hours to see how well this lines up. So it is supposed to be an oil-free foundation that's supposed to help you try to control the oil. It's supposed to blur your imperfections. Like I know it's supposed to hide the pores and minimize the look of pores and whatnot. So we're going to be putting this to test. I do like the fact that it is only $20, which is really nice. And there's 40 shades. And when I purchased it, it actually came with this free foundation brush. I actually really hate foundation brushes, to be honest. I just can't stand it, but it did come with this really weird flat brush. So the shade that I got, and it was so hard because when you're inside the store, you can't swatch any shades anymore. You can't do any, if there's no testers because of COVID. So I understand. So I had it based upon what I was looking at online to see if I got the right shade. So typically I'm a light medium with a neutral undertone. So the one that I found was either a light with neutral undertone, but that might be too light for me, or there's the medium 9, which is light medium with a neutral undertone. It looks pretty dark. I hope it's not, because oh no. And you know what's great is that it's actually really crappy weather right now. It's supposed to storm all day, so it's be great, right, to put it the waterproof test. We're gonna do a transfer proof test. We're definitely gonna do an oil proof test. So with that said, I'm just gonna go ahead and dive into this foundation. I'm so excited. I really do love foundation reviews. I think the one that made me laugh the most is when I did the Smashbox one that Tati recommended, and that was a horrible foundation. So here we have the foundation right here. It does look so much better than their original foundation. Their original foundation they came out with really copied the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This one looks just like a foundation. Nice ASMR moment glass bottle, and I'm gonna go ahead and like prep my skin with what I would normally do. I'm gonna use my mattifying products because your bitch is oily. So all right, so first things first, I'm gonna use my June & Co. Miracle Moonshine Cream Primer. This is my go-to primer. I freaking love this primer. It is a very hydrating primer, but in the right way. Like if you're oily like myself, I still highly recommend this primer because it just gets that hydration and the moisture to your skin that it needs. Because if you're really oily, you really still need to moisturize your skin. I think a lot of people forget that when you're oily, people don't want to moisturize because they don't want to accentuate the oil. Trust me, moisturizing is your best friend. I moisturize all the time, but I just produce a lot of oil. It's something that my doctors and I have talked about. I just produce a lot of oil. It's in my DNA. There's some things you just can't control, and that's okay. I mean, one of the benefits they love to tell me is, you're really oily, but that means you're gonna like not age as much or you'll age slower. I'm like, great. But it still means I just look like a freaking grease ball, like a fried chicken on my forehead anytime I walk outside. I freaking love this primer. It's such a good primer. Then I like to take a little bit of the Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfecting Primer. I like to put it specifically in my T-zone to really help to control the oil and to help minimize the look of my pores because I have really large pores. So I'm going to take it and I just like press it in. I just press it in. Now, the best part about this Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfecting Primer is it does have a little bit of a tacky base, so it's really, really good at catching that foundation and locking the product into your skin. Who am I right now? Like, I feel like I'm like Jaclyn Hill, like just like giving you guys, like telling you guys the details of the products. Like, what? This is so weird of me to explain things like this. Okay. All right, so I do have a damp beauty sponge right here, and I do have this foundation brush. We're going to give it a try. I don't know how well I'm going to like it because, like I said, I really don't like foundation brushes. I think I have really bad experiences with it. I remember like Laura Lee a long time ago recommended like the Y6 from Morphe. I got it, and I hated it with a passion. So we're going to take about 2 squirts, and we're going to put that right here. Well, it doesn't look bad. I think with foundation brushes, I find that like it just leaves like your skin looking like really streaky, and I feel like that's why I don't really care for it. But I feel like I'm talking shit, and this is actually not looking bad. What the like I know like Robbie Christie for a long time really, really hated foundation brushes too, but then she fell in love with like that Morphe. Then she fell in love with that It Cosmetics like Love Your Something foundation brush. She fell in love with that like heart-shaped brush, and now that's like all she uses. And I remember she used to be a sponge bitch like me, and she left me behind. But surprisingly enough, this brush doesn't look bad. What? What the heck? I will say though, the color match on this is actually quite perfect. I'm actually rather surprised. I was scared because you just never really know how the foundation is going to turn out. I will say that it's definitely more of a medium coverage. I do not think it's full coverage, but I bet you if I go over with another layer, then it would definitely be full coverage. But right now, it's definitely still kind of sheer. I don't see that full coverage buildup yet, but I'm gonna go over it with a sponge in just a minute. I just really want to try out the foundation brush first. Be damned. This foundation brush actually is what the heck? It's not bad. I'm shocked. Okay, so here we are zoomed in so you guys can see like what this looks like. And I will like be showing you guys with my lights off so you guys can like see, but like surprisingly enough, this doesn't look bad with a foundation brush. What? This is insane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna go in with my beauty sponge just because I want to see if it makes a difference. So I'm going in with the second layer with my beauty sponge just to really make it full coverage. And so far, this is a really pretty foundation, but I also distinctly remember the Morphe foundation, the original one, was really pretty too at first. And well, we all were fooled over time. So I turned my beauty lights down so you guys can like really see right here. Do you guys not see, like, it looks really pretty in the skin? Like, oh my God, this is so ugly. It's just like, it's, you know what? You're going to stare at it. Sorry. I had to stare at it. So do you. Misery loves company. No, but it's actually really, really pretty. I really am enjoying how this looks on the skin right now. It laid down really beautifully. It went down really beautifully with just the brush, which I'm super shocked about. But then to have the sponge on top of it, it just looks really, really, really nice. It does really have a soft focus foundation. It does really have a soft focus effect. Like you guys can see right here, I have my pimple Bob right here. He's hidden, but I can still kind of see him. It is a little bit of buildup in my nose. Like there's just a little bit of buildup right here on the crevices of my nose. That's what you call it. And my pores do look, they have a little bit of like, my pores do look a little bit shrunken. I can still see it because I have like craters for my pores, so I can still see it, but definitely it is a little less visible. So that's actually really nice. So now we're going to put on concealer. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Light Sand. And we're going to conceal the eye. I definitely think that this is a really, really beautiful, like, looking foundation. It does look super nice right now, surprisingly enough. It looks like to be my exact match, which I really appreciate. Okay, so for setting powder, we're gonna go into my Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass setting powder. This is my holy grail setting powder, particularly if you have oily skin. It is absolutely incredible. It really helps to lock in that oil all day, and I swear your makeup just does not budge on this. Now, if you have dry skin, this is really drying, so I necessarily don't recommend it for dry skin. You can for sure use it for dry skin, but it definitely like locks in that moisture, and it can make you a little cakey depending on how dry your skin is. For someone like me, it's a holy grail. Look at me doing like a tutorial. Oh my God, that's insane. I like never do this. It's to like throw myself off. Okay, so I like to just make sure I push the product in just a little bit more, really get into those pores. You really don't have to have it bake long. I mean, honestly, like 2 minutes is sufficient enough. And then I take my big powder brush. This is from Bling Brushes. This is the silver set. This is F1, my favorite powder brush. They actually just restocked these about a week and a half ago. And you guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% off your purchase. They are freaking beautiful. I just take this powder brush and just wipe away any excess powder that we have. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do, since I just set this on, I'm going to go do my eyes and brows off at camera, and we'll come back to do the bronzer. What was that? Bronzer and blush, and finish off the look together. Hey, so for my eyeshadow today, I'm actually wearing the Nudie But Tootie Volume 2 palette. Such a beautiful, beautiful neutral palette. I'm obsessed with this. So for bronzer, we're going to go in with my Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer right here. We are going to take my F3 brush from Bling Brushes, and we're just going to place it on right here. Now, what I'm noticing about this foundation is that it has settled down a little bit, but it still looks really, really gorgeous on the skin. I've been wearing it now for about 45 minutes, and I just am really, really loving how this is looking so far. Surprisingly enough, I wasn't expecting too much, and we're still going to see how well it holds up throughout the day, but yeah, it's actually really pretty. All right, so I'm going to spray down the face with my matte setting spray. This is from Kimchi Beauty. We're gonna let that dry down, and as soon as it does, I'm just gonna go in with my Jaclyn. This is the luminous powder right here, just to do a very, very soft, subtle highlight, and then finish off the rest of this look, guys, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, and this is the final look. So far, I've had this foundation on for about an hour now, and I have to say, it still looks really, really, really beautiful on the skin. It still looks really, really nice. It does look full coverage. It's not settling into any fine lines or wrinkles at the moment. It just looks really beautiful, really, really flattering, and I'm really loving how it's turning out. However, every single time I do these sort of reviews, I'm always loving how the initial application looks. I always think the initial application is just so pretty. It has such promise. And then we actually do the full day wear test, and by the end of it, I'm like, damn, I hated it. Now, the one that I actually really did love was the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream was the one that I really, really loved. That one actually worked beautifully throughout the day. So I'm definitely giving this a full day wear test. It is literally 12 right now, so I will be doing at 12 a.m. that last minute check-in with you guys to see how well it holds up. But so far, I really do like it. I think it looks really beautiful. It's really flattering. I think I definitely got the right match for my skin tone, and I just think it looks really like a soft finish foundation like it says it's supposed to. Like, it really does have that soft vibe. It definitely helped to minimize the appearance of my pores, and it just looks really beautiful on the skin. It definitely has like a soft filter effect like it promises it. So whether it's going to last all day, that's to be seen. Whether it's going to look good the other day and control the oil, well, guys, we're going to find out. But so far, I do like it. I like the packaging. I like the formula. There wasn't any smell to it. It went on beautifully. Surprisingly enough, I liked this damn brush, and that is just so weird for me. I want to try this brush like with my other foundation products to see if I still like it, because I may or may not. But this actually looked really, really nice with this. So, there are 40 shades to this shade range right here. They are sold, this is sold online at Morphe and at Ulta, and so far I do really like it, but I'll give you guys my final thoughts in just a little bit. But so far I really do like it, and if this works out well, then I definitely recommend checking it out, and if it doesn't, well, at least I didn't break the bank getting it. So yeah, guys, I'll be back with my check-ins throughout the day. Okay, so I've been wearing this now for about an hour now, and it still looks really pretty. I just got done filming, actually, and I just want to kind of like show you guys more up close. So here we have the foundation right here. It looks really, really pretty. It definitely has settled into the skin really, really nicely. Ooh, hello, up close. And yeah, I just really like how the vibe of it looks. I just think it looks really, really pretty right now, and I'm really enjoying the effect of it. But we're gonna be doing an all-day wear test. I am gonna have to wear a mask with it because I am running out, so we'll see if it's transfer proof. So, because I mean, a mask, it's, you know, it transfers into a mask. But so far I really do like it, and if this ends up holding up really well, this might be my new holy grail foundation. So I'll be back throughout the day. Oh my god, this lighting is very flattering. Wow. Okay, so I am now heading out to go grab lunch with Corey, and I just wanted to show you guys something. Do you guys see my nose? Do you guys see that? My dog started like kissing me, messing with me before I left, and it's already like coming off on my nose. No, that's not a good sign. I was like, oh no, but I saw that. I was like, god damn it. So hopefully the rest holds up. I'm gonna be wearing sunglasses because it's pretty bright and sunny outside, so we'll see. But it's already like coming off on my nose. Oh no, I haven't had this on for an hour yet, and it's already coming off, and I'm like, ugh. So, I mean, I'm just staring at it, just, oh, I have high hope. Okay, so we are on our way back from lunch, and I've had this on now for about 5 hours. How does my foundation look?
A little oily.
Yeah, definitely a little oily for sure. I feel like you guys can definitely start to see my pores for sure. Like, they're really starting to shine through. My pores are, and then you can really see the buildup right here in my nose. And then you can see how the foundation disappeared in my nose. I have been wearing a mask, and now it's just gone. So is it transfer proof? No, it's not transfer proof. It definitely transfers to a mask or whatever it is you touch your face to. And it's definitely starting to get pretty oily. We shall see again how it holds up throughout the day. I've only had it on for 5 hours now, but it's not promising in the slightest. Like, my lip already came off. And I wish it was really promising, because like I really wanted to love this foundation like wholeheartedly, but from far away, it's pretty. Up close, you're like, good God, what happened to your face?
Who's that?
I know. Like, my nose is atrocious. And my nose, like the biggest teller of makeup and like foundation, how well it can last. My nose is like the biggest teller of it. So the fact that it's not lasting my nose, it's a pretty big sign. And granted, I only wasted $20 on this foundation, so not like I broke the bank, but it just really is unfortunate that it's not wanting to last like it said it would. 12 hours, my fucking ass. It did not. Oh, this sucks. But this is the life of oily skin. Now, if you have dry skin, this may have lasted a lot longer, but I have really oily skin, and this is what happens to my skin.
We were outside
all the time. And we were outside. Yeah, so like I really had to try it out in the Florida heat. It was like only like what? It's 82 degrees outside right now.
Yep.
And I got to try it out against transfer proof or sweat proof, oil proof, please. days. But yeah, it's not looking too good. But this is the struggle that I deal with every single day in Florida, because the heat and humidity just makes it very impossible to find the perfect foundation. So I'm on my quest. But like I said, from like right here on, super pretty. Right here, you're like, what the happened to you, bitch? Because this is not a look. So okay, so the time is now 8:12, and I don't think the foundation's on my nose at all. I actually did take a nap because I was really tired when we got home from lunch. I love my naps. And I don't know, how does my foundation look, babe?
Now it looks fine.
Did I look oily?
You did, but no, now.
I don't know what I did. Maybe it's because I was sleeping on a pillow. It's like suddenly like not looking that oily right now, but I can't tell. Is it on my face or is it smeared off? Can you tell?
Looks like it's on.
Yeah, so right now it's 8:12 and it's looking pretty good right now. But I did take a nap and I feel like right now my nose, it's not there. So we'll definitely see how this looks again in a couple of hours. But I wanted to do like a check-in with you guys. But right now it doesn't look bad, surprisingly enough. It's a little oily right there, but it's not bad. So maybe the key to make this foundation work is to just take a 2.5-hour nap and then your face will look magically amazing. Maybe that's the key. Because that's what I did. I took a 2.5-hour nap. That's what I did. And it looks pretty good. Surprisingly enough. So we'll definitely do a check back in here in a couple hours. But now I want to see it. I want to know how it really looks. Hold on. Okay. I just left my kitchen where my dogs are eating, and I wanted to actually like go in my beauty room so I can like see what this really looks like. So, okay. Y'all didn't tell me that's how I looked. So, looking at my mirror right now, I can tell that it's completely gone off my cheek right here. It's like completely gone. And because this is where I slept majority of the time, was like on this face. On my nose, it's gone. Right here, it's pretty oily, but it's still there. And on my forehead, I don't know how well you guys can tell, but it's like definitely kicking up just a little bit right here. My chin, it's definitely dissipating right here. And I've only had this foundation on for like 8 hours. And I look really like cakey right here a little bit, where I can see where the foundation is. My eyeshadow's still holding out really nicely. But I'm starting to get like separated right here, my upper lip. But it doesn't look horrible from a, oh no, it's starting to separate right here. It doesn't look horrible from a distance. I think that's what's like throwing me off, is that from a distance, it doesn't look bad, but like up close, oh honey, you don't want to see this up close. I think this is like the worst looking side of it. So after 8-hour wear, it's definitely not lasting for 12 hours, and it's not transfer proof, it's not sweat proof, and it's definitely not nap proof because clearly it rubbed off on my pillow. But right here it still looks pretty decent. So I don't know, we'll definitely do my final check-in in a couple hours. But I can tell you right now, this would definitely not be a holy grail foundation. I think that if you're really oily like myself, this will look really nice for a couple hours, but I think after a couple hours, it's gonna look really like oily and greasy, like how this is looking right now. It does transfer so easily. Like you guys saw in the beginning of my vlog, after wearing it for like an hour, my nose had already disappeared. And I'm like, what the heck? Just because my dog gave me a kiss or like licked me, it like disappeared. And I'm like, okay, definitely it claims to be transfer proof. Yeah, no, it's not. So like I said, I'll do my final check-in in a couple hours and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. But I can tell you right now, for 20 bucks, it's not the worst foundation, but it's definitely not the best foundation. So, womp womp. That sucks. I really want my holy grail. I want my holy grail oily like foundation, and I haven't found one. It sucks. One day, you know, maybe what this tells me is that I need to create my own. I just need to create my own oily skin foundation. I need to create my own. That's just what it comes down to. That's what the universe is telling me. So I'll be back in a couple hours, guys. Okay, so it is officially like 12:30 at night. Look at my hair. My curls have like completely just come undone. It's been like pretty like rainy outside because of the weather, but I've been wearing this now for 12 hours and my foundation actually doesn't, hey buddy. Hey go. My foundation, oh my God, my bra was just showing, Jesus Christ, I'm tired. I look really oily, like I can see like my oil coming through. Yeah, I can see my oil coming through, but it's not bad. Oh, hi baby. Hi. But, you want some water? Okay. Okay, so I can see my oil coming through, and it doesn't look bad in this light. Hi, you just stared at the camera. Sorry, I'm so distracted by this little sweet baby. Is that yummy? Oh, you're gonna cough? Okay, you okay? The reason why I think I'm not as oily is because it is definitely like separated and like it's disappeared from my skin. So like this whole portion right here is just gone. My chin is gone. This is still holding a little bit. This is still holding a little bit. And this right here, you guys can see where I'm starting to like crack and crease, is holding a little bit. But I feel like that's why my skin looks good because it's like pretty much have come off. So, let me go look at the beauty light so I can like really show you guys what I'm talking about. Hi. Okay, so we're gonna walk in my beauty room so you can just look at this for just a minute. Okay. So now I look shiny. I'm looking at myself on the phone and yeah, sorry. Okay, so now you can definitely see my oil. Oh my God, look at that right there. It's like gone. You guys can see like gone and then like there. It's insane. My forehead, it still has coverage on there, but I can definitely see where it's like starting to crease up and cake up right here. Oh yeah, you can see that for sure. My lip, look at that right there, my lip. It is definitely like separated. I got like, look at like little boogies right there. It's not boogies. It's, you know, my foundation hiding in the crevice of my, nose, and then my chin, it's just gone on my chin. Right here, you can see where it definitely has like sunken into my pores. So like it's like sunking into my pores right there. You can see where it started to separate on my chin and how it's still just kind of like clinging on in chunks. Like look at this side right here. You guys see that? So I haven't touched up my face in the slightest. My nose is just freaking gone. But I haven't touched up my face in the slightest because I always like to show you guys like the realistic version of how my face looks. You can, it's just, you can just tell that it's gone. Is this a 12-hour wearing foundation? Absolutely not. It's not 12 hours, at least not on my skin. I think if you have really dry skin, I think that this can really work for you. I think this can last for 12 hours. But if you're someone like me who suffers from really bad oily skin, who has large pores, I don't really recommend this foundation. It's beautiful at first. It really is beautiful. Like I feel like this held on so much better than their other foundation that they had back in the past. This one held on so much more. It is beautiful, and I would definitely keep wearing this for probably like 4 to 6 hours. I'd wear it. After that, I'd want to take it off because it doesn't last all day and it transfers immediately. Like I saw transfers right away. It is not sweatproof. It's not waterproof. It doesn't fall like how it claims, but my hair looks like shit. I'm so tired. But the reason why I think these are not working is just because I have really oily skin, and it's oil free, but it's not like, I don't think it's geared towards oily skin. So I think like if you have dry skin or if you have normal to dry skin, I think this foundation would probably look really beautiful on you. It'd probably last a long time. But if you're someone like me who has really, really bad oily skin, has large pores and whatnot, I don't necessarily recommend this foundation for an all-day wear. For a couple hours, absolutely, but for an all-day wear, yeah, no. I mean, and the reason why I'm not even mad about this foundation is because it only cost me 20 bucks, and it came with a free brush. So 20 bucks is not bad for it to be really beautiful and get the job done. But after 12 hours, it's time to go. It's time to get off my face. Yeah, at least now we know that this is not a 12-hour foundation like it claims to be, and you guys get to see the hot, oily mess that happens for oily people. Like I always tell you guys, like, hey, I get really oily, and then you guys don't believe me until you guys see it in a foundation review, and you're like, oh, bitch. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, look at this. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's so nice. What if I do this? Oh, yeah. That's great. That's great. But yeah, this is definitely fun playing around with. I do like it, just only for a couple hours. So hopefully you guys like this review. I always like to show you guys the true ins and out of what goes into this and how it works for me. And I get questions a lot like, hey, what do you recommend for dry skin? I do apologize. I am very oily, so I only know what to recommend for oily skin. But yeah, if you're oily, oh, look at my curling iron. If you guys are real oily, maybe stay away from it, you know, but I'll let that be your discretion. It's only 20 bucks. So, yeah, hope you guys like this review, and I can't wait to do more reviews like this. And like I said, the Dewy Skin Foundation review, it's not a foundation review, but that a full face of Dewy Skin video, it's coming, I promise. I know I keep saying it's coming. It is. I just have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes at the moment that, well, like I have tons of videos I'm filming for you guys and whatnot, but I just haven't had a chance to sit down and really film it. The ABH Foundation just came in, so I'll get it done, I promise. But yeah, guys, I love you. So all right, guys, and that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4, mostly 5 times a week. Make sure you guys check out my other channel. It's Art for the Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And a huge, huge, huge thank you to all these beautiful Patreon members right here. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to do this full time and try to live my dream to be a full-time YouTuber. It really means more to me than you guys will ever know. And to my beautiful viewers, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Whether you guys like this video, you thumbs down this video, you subscribed, you didn't subscribe, you unsubscribed, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Bye. Guys, I'm so excited because we're going to be trying out the new Morphe. Oh my gosh. How this wears all for it's infused with hyaluronic acid. But we have a newfound. How well does this? How well CC Camo was the Elf CC Camo Cream, whatever that one was, the Elf CC Cream, the LCC, yeah, the